Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's take a look at some stocks on the move today in Europe. I'm Stephen Carroll with Lizzie Burden, and we're joined by Bloomberg's breaking news editor, Louise Moon. Louise, good morning. So pressure on LVMH this morning. No bubbly out for them. Why?
Indeed, yeah. This is, of course, on the back of this story that Trump has signalled he could impose a 200% tariff on French wines and champagnes. Now, this is after him asking countries to pay $1 billion to be on his peace board, Macron rejecting that invitation to join the peace board. And so this is weighing on stocks linked to French wines and champagne. So LVMH is one of them. Of course, the sector's already under pressure. Trump has said he'll impose a 10% tariff as of February 1st. That's on the back of the Greenland situation. So that's already been weighing on LVMH, if we are to pluck that one out as an example. So they're on track for their 7th straight session of losses in Paris. That's the longest streak since March. And as I say, down today on the back of this latest news of potential additional tariffs. So they were down about just over 2% last time I looked, shares at levels last seen in October. And of course, this is, LVMH are behind Moet, Veuve Clicquot, and a host of other brands. So really being hit by Trump's saying that he could impose those tariffs.
And meanwhile, Louise, drama at sea. One investor at the yacht maker Ferretti wants to throw another investor overboard. What's going on?
Indeed, yeah. So the second largest investor, this is a company called KKCG Maritime. So they're part of Karamex investment group. That's the Czech billionaire. So they're the second largest investor in Ferretti, the yacht maker. They're planning to propose a shareholder vote to oust directors that are linked to the top shareholder. This is a Chinese company called Weichai Group. So essentially they're setting up kind of a proxy fight to challenge that influence. This is an ongoing clash. It's been they've long clashed these two shareholders over issues like a share buyback program. There's also, Bloomberg reported last year, allegations by Weichai that its representatives at the company at Ferretti were being spied on, and so this is the ongoing clash, and it's ramping up again. Weichai recently raised their stake in Ferretti, and now KKCG, they're also planning to more than double its stake. So it's a bit of a power battle, and as I say, planning to propose a shareholder vote to oust directors with connections to that Chinese firm.
Okay, and let's go to GSK next. Traders wrapped with attention this morning. Why?
Very good. This is because GSK has bought a US biotech called Rapt Therapeutics. They develop treatments for patients with inflammatory and immunologic diseases, which has become quite a key focus for GSK. So this deal, it's a big one. It's valued at $2.2 billion. So GSK are buying Rapt Therapeutics for $58 a share. That's a 65% premium to their closing price yesterday. And this is a California-based company, so their shares rose about that amount, about 65% in pre-market trading this morning. GSK shares fell slightly, just down over 1%, so not a huge move, but a slight fall on the back of this buyout. And it comes with the wider context of GSK's new CEO. So they joined in at the start of the year, and they're essentially needing to prove themselves and the GSK's pipeline of new medicines is enough to meet their revenue ambitions for the end of the decade. So big ambitions and needing to prove that their move towards these kind of drugs will pay off. That's as pressures are exacerbated in other sides of their business. So their vaccines business, for example, sales aren't performing as well as expected. So it's under the new CEO, big deal as they're doubling down on these new kinds of drugs.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.